What's going on YouTube? Gakron's here and Life on Earth. Give him a wave. Huh. He's eating. Well, it seems these days Kathleen Wynne, our beloved Premier of Ontario, I say that very loosely, is losing public support. Not a fucking surprise. Alright, so the article you can see that's in front of me is Wynne should be afraid of idols of March. Okay. So this was written by a Mr. Andre Marin. Hopefully I'm saying that correctly, or Marine, or whatever. Sorry, bud, if that comes out incorrect. He first posted this on Saturday, March 11, 2017. And it was updated Saturday, the same day, I guess, let's see, 25 minutes later. Okay, so here we go. Let's go through why Kathleen is sucking big time. I've got a couple of articles I'll cover on this one. This one's the first one. The next one will be, Wynne spares no expense with our money to get reelected. Not that any of us in Ontario are surprised that she would do something so frivolous. So pretty much the temerity behind this whole article is that her public support is failing. Alright, first bit. Beware of Idols of March. Premier Kathleen Wynne, coming this Wednesday, March 15th. This is when Julius Caesar met his fate, and if rumors have it, your Attorney General, Yazir Nagvi, hopefully I said that correctly, I'm not going to try to repeat that 1,000 times, is sharpening his blade. Cool. Nagvi is Ontario's chief officer of the Crown and is likely a candidate to replace Wynne as she slips into low tens of support from the public. She's very close to it, and no premier has ever been so low in public approval for so long. Well, that's what happens when you are a idiot. The public will eventually smarten up. So what's this mean in Ontario's future? Well, that's cloudy. We've had a bad luck of run with this idiot, and God knows what this guy's going to be like. So frankly, I remain skeptical to see what our future is going to be, and whether we'll be able to actually get out of the, well, we have a serious debt in this province. And she has not helped. Okay, so how did she respond to this? Okay. In typical Wynne speak, she talks up a storm about hanging on and doing all the fighting. Bullshit. But Wynne's future has been a topic of open debate among Liberals for some time, so even the Liberals are losing faith in her. Again, not a surprise. These days, Wynne's looking haggard and tired and stale in the news ideas department. Okay, so she's running out. She looks like the Titanic after it hit an iceberg, except her ship is sinking even faster. Nagvi is looking like, well, Nagvi. Still not sure if I'm pronouncing that right, but I'm not even gonna try. There's not a not a bad bandwagon that he's jumped on. So, I guess even Liberals have given up on Kathleen Wynne here. And looking at what she's done in the last little bit, yeah, I don't blame them. The budget has been grossly screwed up because of her, and she's about to go for one last hoorah in the financial ass fucking of Ontario with a huge fist and no lube. So, on that topic, what do I think? Well, what I think is, I think it's about time we got rid of her. How she kept getting voted back in will forever astound even me. But, if you guys want to see the rest of this article, all I do is go to, what is it, Toronto Sun? You'll find that and other related stories. So let's look at her re-election ideas. So we're going to switch over to, oh, shoot. Okay, there it is. So this article, which I found, please check out the other article. It's quite good. I suggest checking it, probably tonight. Whatever. It's like 5:57. The article was put out yesterday. So okay. Wynne spares no expense with our money to get reelected. This is the one I was talking about before. This one was posted about 3 minutes after the updated from the other article, and it was updated 3 minutes after that. Same day, Saturday, March 11th, so yesterday. An alarming prospect for Ontario voters is how much additional financial damage Premier Kathleen Wynne is willing to do to the province's books to win a re-election in June 2018. Some serious business here. Already heading a Liberal government that is the world's most debated sub-sovereign borrower. Where is Wynne going to strike next? That's the big question. So I'm not going to read the entire article, but we'll go into detail here, just on the first section. Recently, it was adding a breathtaking $25 billion to the province's already barely manageable long-term debt in order to lower hydro rates by 17% on June 1st. Liberal policies having doubled those rates over the past decade. All right. So what's that tell us? The Liberal government is not working for us, so we're kind of getting screwed further and further. 1 second. Hey. Sorry about that, folks. Had a four-legged friend kind of getting in the middle here. All right. Wynne has no plan to operate the hydro system more efficiently to pay for this rate cut. She's merely pushing the cost on to all the taxpayers through higher interest charges over a long period of time. See, this is no different when she was hiking up the gas tax, pretty much everything she could gouge out of neighboring cities, townships, and towns to help renovate Toronto. It kind of bit everybody else in the ass, but Toronto got some new roads. Meanwhile, I live here in London, Ontario, which the roads absolutely fucking suck, and she's done nothing to help us. But moving on. Okay, it was the same with her removal of the 8% provincial portion of the HST from hydro bills on January the 1st. Rather than reducing hydro expenditures to pay for the cut, Wynne simply transferred the $1 billion annual cost onto the backs of all taxpayers. So we get screwed, she gets to stay in office a little longer and look like she's done something useful. Alright, so clearly from this, she has no real understanding of economics. All she is a scheming, lying bitch who has pretty much screwed us at every turn. Now, normally, I would be going after Trudeau, but today I felt like taking a bit of a break from that putz. Oh, and why don't we read a little more here, because I'm seeing some more stuff here. To save a few Liberal seats in the 2000 election, Wynne's predecessor, Dalton McGuinty, everyone remembers that fucking asshole, spent up to $1.1 billion of the public money over 20 years, to cancel 2 unpopular gas plants. Congratulations, McGuinty, you are a tool. How Wynne, who apologized for that fiasco while blaming McGuinty, can now face Ontarians with a straight face when she is adding $25 billion to their debt to try to save her public hide beggars belief. And she's just getting started. Okay, so we're already bent so far with a barrel that I'm pretty sure a lot of us have broken our backs. And as taxpayers, we're going to get fucked even further. Yes, that's what we want. I'm not even going to read the rest because, like I said, you should come on here and read some of the other articles. There's tons of them. I will be going through and looking up more stuff for content so that I can bring it to you on YouTube because, you know, if you live in Ontario, you should know this, and all the other provinces should know about some of the fiascos we're facing here. They might get a quick chuckle. You know, make whatever the situation they're facing in their provinces a little less strenuous. I'm also going to be looking through some of the other news and some of the other provinces out there and the territories too, so I can kind of bring some more light to those. But my opinion at this point is Kathleen Wynne should not be reelected under any circumstance. I'd take a trained monkey over her any day of the week. Now, I did run in from an interesting comment on one of my other videos. If you guys get a chance, look at the True Canadian Government video. You'll see an interesting comment in there. I made the comment that the NDP would be a better choice than the Liberals, and in some ways I still stand by that, but in other ways, this guy kind of convinced me otherwise. His name is, if I remember correctly, Kevin Smith. I don't know if there was any numbers on the end of that, but, you know, fairly good comment. I read his entire comment, and I do agree with you, bud. And thank you for bringing that to my attention. So, I guess in the whole aspect of our government here in Canada, I mean, Americans, you kind of got Trump, so hey, good on you. I can agree with that. Some ways. Some ways I'm kind of not a big fan of his, and other ways I am a big fan. I guess I'm kind of in the middle on it. I don't really trust any government, so at this point, we'll see what happens in the States, see if he can sway me, make me even want to become an American. But at this point, I'd rather focus on what's on my home turf, and that'd be what's in here in Canada, and we got a big problem, that's Trudeau. He's pretty much the Hillary Clinton, only with less criminal conspiracy so far that we haven't seen yet. Who knows, maybe he's killed a few people too, or had them, you know, killed. We'll see what happens. Anyways, at this point, I have to say Kathleen Wynne needs to go. She just needs to quit while she's ahead and just get the hell out of here, because she did far worse than McGuinty did when he was the Premier of Ontario. And that $25 billion that she put into the debt on Ontario is just going to get uglier and uglier as it goes. There's going to be a lot of pissed off Ontarians out there. I, for one, am that, and if you are from Ontario, you should be pissed off too. And if you were the ones that voted for her, egg in your face, you shouldn't have voted for her. Because really, if you look at her, she is the Canadian version of Hillary Clinton, actually. She kind of has those same soulless, distrustworthy eyes. So, I know, don't judge a book by its cover, but in this case, I think you should have looked at the cover and went, nope, and threw that book into an incinerator. But that's just my humble opinion, I suppose. You know, I am just another schmuck on a camera to some of you out there, so frankly, this is my opinion. Take it at face value. And hey, if you got any comments, please throw them in the section below. That's the end of this video for now. My name is Gekrons, Life on Earth, who stepped out of the room probably to go make himself some food. Or get some food or whatever he's doing. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video. Get it out there. Get it out there. And look, I even dressed up for you guys. Come on. Ring hands. Ring hands. So, anyhow, like I said, Gekrons, I'm out. Take care, peace, and good luck. If you're in Ontario, good luck. I wish you all the best, because we're going to freaking need it.